You're not marketing to strangers. You're interrupting someone's life with words that have to land in a conversation that's already happening in their head. And most copy content and funnels fail because it doesn't know what that conversation is. If you're in the game of generating traffic, generating demand, maybe closing deals, nurturing leads, whatever it is in that sales process and funnel, there's a layer that you probably aren't thinking about, which is going to unlock a 10x move for you if you just understand it, which is that it's not marketing or sales. It's broken down into simply making it as easy as possible for them to take action and then making it as easy as possible for them to make a decision so that you can help them, so that they can achieve the goals and so that they reduce all the mental fog that comes with taking action, learning about someone new, trying to build trust, trying to understand if they need it, trying to understand how it works, and understand if it works for them specifically. Like all these questions and misconceptions that come up when people just want to talk themselves out of it, because it's a hard thing to make a decision and put money into something that's new. And that's all marketing and sales is. It's really just translating belief and, more importantly, using the words that the people are thinking about and saying. It's not your world, it's their world, and it's their platform and it's their life. You are interrupting their life with a message, and that message needs to land because it's their thoughts. And the best way to do this, that I've found at least, is by taking sales calls, which is the purest form of language that people are saying things, or customer support tickets or complaints or reviews, anything that's raw language, not perfect language. And it's one thing to think about sales calls when someone is skeptical versus when they're open. So I would look at the open calls, the people that have belief, the people that have openness, that have engagement. And it's also a good thing to look at the ones that are not, because then you can think about, like, why aren't they engaged? Why aren't they excited? Why aren't they giving these good answers? But using that language and then just putting it top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel, like using it everywhere. And without us, they wouldn't have the results that you've helped other people achieve. So we just need to make it as simple as possible for them to understand what's out there and what's possible, and then to take action. That's it. By the time that they opt in or click, to the moment that they show up to a call or take action, and then close. Maybe it's the first call, maybe someone else needs to be sold, so it's a second call and a third call. So I think a really valuable thing that you can be working on is mapping out exactly who you're talking to, their thoughts, their fears, their motivations, their aspirations, things they've tried that might be influencing their mind, their awareness level, their understanding of this solution, right? What are they in the market for? What other categories of solutions are they looking at? Where do they live? Who is the decision maker? Who do you want to talk to make it as easy as possible for that company to get the benefits of what you do? And then figuring out what is the actual course of action that they take throughout your funnel, which in simple terms is just a journey and words and videos to make people go through that journey faster. And then where do they drop off? Where are they leaving? Where are they making an assumption? Where are they making, where are they doubting themselves, or where are they doubting you, or where are they losing interest, or where are you going on too long? But if you are actively going to run ads or make content to get people to book calls, and then getting those booked calls to show up, and then getting those deals to close, you really have to study the journey. And if you have too many types of people coming into the funnel, then it might be worth narrowing down who you want to help by looking at the people who've gotten the best results, and looking at the people who have succeeded the most and who have showed up the most and closed the most and paid the most money and referred the most friends. Who are your best clients if you have enough data? And then just focusing on those people. You can't help everyone. To help one type of person, which will in turn make everything else in the sales process and funnel much easier. And yeah, I think really focusing on that journey and where do they drop off. And instead of looking at the new lead and being like, hey, it's a new day, we have 5 new calls today, take some time to study why the people in the past, even though you have a feeling of abundance, why they didn't close or why they didn't convert. Because that's all this really is.